Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Maitri and today I'll be reviewing November 9 by Colleen Hoover. So as you all know, I'll be breaking my review into 5 parts. That is storyline, characterization, pacing of the book, ending of the book, and overall my thoughts about it. So without any further ado, let's get right into the video and talk about this book that ripped my heart out and then the book that joined it all over again. Let's go. This is my first Colleen Hoover after about 4 to 5 years, and oh my god, there are romance novels and then there are romance novels with plots like these. Such a good plot and even greater plot twist. Oh my god, who saw that coming? But okay, let's talk about the story of this book. This is basically the story about Fallon and Ben. The story starts with Fallon in a restaurant with her father, and her father is behaving like an asshole. Not my words, her words. And they are talking about acting, but she burnt her face in a fire 2 years ago, which is why her father thinks that she should drop acting, she should give up on her dreams, and she should not continue it anymore. And Ben is sitting just behind her and he overhears this whole conversation, and he is so enraged because he is her father and he's supposed to encourage her not to give up her dreams, not to tell her to give it up. So when the topic comes about Fallon not having dating in 2 years and her father not considering her feelings before saying anything, Ben slides into her booth and pretends to be her fake boyfriend. Oh my god, from that point on to the last page, the butterflies that I got reading about Ben and Fallon are like nothing else. Ben is such a great book boyfriend, and Fallon is one of the best fictional female characters, and she was so fun to read about. So the book is dual point of view, and I love Ben and I love Fallon and I love their banter, I love their conversations, I love their sad conversations, and I love their fun conversation. It was so good. But the thing is, Fallon is moving to New York that very night. That is to the opposite end of the world. So they don't even have 24 hours to spend together, and they feel this instant connection, they feel this instant attraction towards each other, and they don't know how to work it out because she's moving, she can't stop, and he's not able to move with her. What to do? So they decide, what if they meet each November 9th, which is the date of the day when they met for the first time, that is that day, and they meet each year on November 9th, same place, same time, and see if it works. They both decide to have no contact, no emails, no phone calls, no letters between the 1 year that they're apart, and only to talk on November 9th. Now this is because Fallon's mother has a strict rule about no falling in love with a guy at the age of 16 to 23, because that is when a girl has to figure out who she is and find her own passions and not be lost in somebody else. So she decides that she will go to New York and have no contact in between, and Ben says that he will fictionalize their story because he's a writer and he is going to write a romance novel based on both of them. So this is how their story goes. They meet on each November 9th and their chemistry grows, they fall in love with each other, and things happen. So much happen, you don't even know what's coming for you, but it's so good. Talking about the characterization, I really love the characters, especially Fallon. I fell in love with her. She was so good. She is a survivor. She did lose her confidence over the fire thing because it left scars on her face and her body. But despite that, she was such a strong character. She was so funny, she was witty, and I loved her personality. And she was a reader. So like, this story is like heaven for book readers, especially romance readers, because she's a romance reader. And there is so much talk about, what makes a kiss book worthy, what makes this book worthy, and about book boyfriend, and so much more. And it's so good. It was so refreshing to read about because I was absolutely relating to everything, and it was absolutely fantastic. Ben again is a very nice character. Sometimes I felt that he was very cheesy, but He was a great character, none other less. Except those times, he was a very, very, very nice book boyfriend. I loved him, and Fallon deserved a guy like him. He was so good, so caring, so loving. The way he took care of Fallon, the decisions he made, the way he spoke, everything about him made my heart melt. He's not the best book boyfriend that I've ever read about because of the times that he was cheesy. I don't know why I am prejudiced against him, but he is one of the top book boyfriends for me. Talking about the pacing of the book, oh my god, it's so fast paced. The book happens on each November 9th, so we don't get the story between the November 9th. So it's 1st November 9th, it's 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Because there is so much that is happening, and it is happening at such a fast pace. It is a very short book. It has so much to offer at the same time, and oh my god, if I don't love it. I have absolutely no complaints with the pacing, 5 by 5 for it. So good, love it. Talking about the ending of the book, I did not see that plot twist coming. Absolutely not. I don't know if a more clever mind could have guessed it, but I gasped. I could not breathe for a second when that ultimate twist reveal comes. And oh my god, it was so good. How everything was so connected. I loved it. I loved it so much. I really was on my toes wondering what will happen, what will happen. I kind of knew that that will happen, but still I was like, what will happen? The way it was executed was very, very nice, and I absolutely have fallen in love with Colleen Hoover and her way of writing. So overall, my thoughts about it, I recommend this book so much. This was my first Colleen Hoover after so long, and my only second read by her, and I cannot wait to devour all of her books. But you know, I will be taking appropriate breaks in between because I cannot cry that much again and again. So I'm very excited to read all of her books, taking my time, and I think you should too if you haven't already. She's such a great writer. Her plots, from what I've heard, her plots are always so good, and we all love a good story and a good plot and a good romance. I gave it 4.5 stars because there are some things where I felt that, you know, it could have been different and I would have liked it better. But overall, I love it so much. It's definitely up there with all of my favorites, and I love it and I recommend it so much. So go ahead, read the book or listen to the audiobook. Both are amazing, and I am sure that you will have such a great time reading her, whatever book it is. And I'm very excited to pick up all of her other books and, you know, read her entire backlist. It will be so much fun, such a good experience. This book had so many quotes that, you know, you just want to take them out and read them over and over again. Such a good book. I loved it. You will love it too. So that was my review for November 9 by Colleen Hoover. Let me know how you liked it. Have you read the book? What do you think about it? What are your favorite books by her? Definitely drop your recommendations. I'll be looking forward to them, and I'll see you again very, very soon with another video. Until then, take care, stay safe, keep reading, and lots of love.